Shalom family, trendsetter, back at you with another one. I'm doing a lot of driving today, so fuck it, I'll just come on here and run my mouth. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk a lot, believe it or not. If you notice, my videos be very short, but when I have something to say, I gotta say it. So I'm on my way from Virginia, right? Richmond, Virginia, and I'm just here, man, just thinking about everything that was done to us as so-called black people by you know who. And it's not just us here in the United States of America. I'm talking about worldwide, but I'm focusing primarily on melanated people. Now, when I look back at how powerful we were as a people, right? We ruled Europe, we ruled the continent of Africa, we basically ruled the world. And then I say to myself, like, what happened? What the hell happened? Is this like a bad dream and shit? Are we gonna wake up soon and be like, oh my god, that was a horrible dream? You ever had a dream and shit, and this shit is so vivid, it's so real, it's almost like, you know, you actually living that dream, that nightmare. And when you wake up, you're like, oh shit, that was a dream? This is what I feel. This is what it feels like to me. It feels like we're living in a fucking nightmare. Right? Because as I look at the heaven, take a look at the sky. Like, look at my phone and shit. Look at the sky, right? Now, I'm going to pan from, what is it? Right to left. So, look. Ooh. Right? Ask yourself this question. What the fuck is that up there that's blue? What is that? If we're living on a planet, and according to science and shit, right? There's something referred to as outer space. Why is it when I look up, I don't see anything beyond that blue dome, that blue shaped dome? I don't see. Now, I know at nighttime and shit, I can see the stars, right? I guess I'm looking outer space. I can see the stars, I can see the moon. But in the daytime, all I see is this shit. Well, I'm not gonna say shit. This creation, which is the firmament, the dome. So you want me to believe that astronauts, because that's what they're not. They can't go astro. You know, you could probably go do astral projection, I guess, if you study this shit. But astronauts go to this place called outer space. They go into outer space. They can go to the moon and shit. Never been back. How many years? I think 1972, you know, or something like that. They never been back after that. You know what I mean? So why not? According to the explanation, well, we don't have the technology anymore because we destroyed it. So in the 60s and the 70s, technology was a lot more advanced than what it is today. Today you have sonic jets, you have rockets that they try to break through that firmament and shit, that barrier, that force field that they can't leave, that impenetrable force field, if you will, that they try to break through. So technology back then is more advanced than today. You got motherfucking nuclear weapons, you got cell phone and shit. You can actually talk and you can video chat, you can watch TV, family. Think about this shit. Think about the technology we have today. I'm on a cell phone, literally, sometime when I'm bored and shit, I'm driving, I just turn on some comedy, and I could, you know, watch. I won't watch when I'm driving, but I can hear them, I can see them. Literally on a fucking phone, you can watch a TV program, but they don't have the technology anymore to go to the moon. You had China the other day said they went to the far side of the moon. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? So, and then people might say, well, if they never went to the moon, Russia claimed they went to the moon, wouldn't somebody at this point say, oh, you know, we never really went to the moon, United States of America, they lied? Let me tell you something about all these foreign leaders, right? The one that look like themselves, that doesn't look like us. They are from the same species, okay? Even though they may speak different language, like, for example, if you're Russian, if you're from Russia, you speak Russian. If you're from, you know, America, you speak American. If you're from, you get the motherfucking message. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, fam, when you look at these motherfuckers, they all are the same. They got the same spirit. They same like-minded individuals, just like black folks, right? Now, I'm from Jamaica. You might be born here in America. You might have another motherfucker from Africa and shit. We all melanated people. So we all, to a degree, think alike. However, we may have our different cultures because we live in different regions of the world. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we all can identify as being black people, so-called black, because I don't like that word black, but fuck it, melanated black folks, right? We all can relate to each other when it comes to that one commonality. We're all black. So in other words, if you have an African and you have a Jamaican and you have an black American, right, come together and you put them, let's say you line them up and shit, then you have a Russian, an American, a Caucasian, a British, a English white motherfucker, and you put them together, right? And let's say they don't speak. They just stand together in formation and shit. They don't utter anything. Let's say the African decide to dress up like a European. You know how today we dress up like Europeans and shit, wearing the attire of a European. Y'all believe y'all got your own motherfucking culture, your own clothing line. No, nigga, you got that shit from the Europeans. Even you women that wear pants, you got that shit from that gay bitch that I take that back. That lesbian woman that created trousers because she wanted to be like a man. Okay? So y'all ain't come up with nothing new. When we was back in our land, we ain't dressed like these motherfuckers. But anyway, so you put 3 black people from 3 different, places in the world. You put them in this, dress up like in jeans and shit and a t-shirt. You get 3 white motherfuckers one from Russia, one from England, and one from the United States of America. And you put them in a jeans and a t-shirt. And you look at them. Can you tell the difference? Now, the African motherfucker, you may could tell the difference a little bit. Because African Hamitic people, they usually have a darker hue. Beautiful melanated complexion. Sometimes I envy those motherfuckers because they got that dark black, chocolate looking complexion, which means they're 100%, well, they're more human than we are, put it that way, right? So you could probably tell a little difference from an African, a Hamitic individual, because they may not have facial hair. But let's just say, for example, for argument's sake, you find one of the motherfuckers that's whited out and shit, right? So you put them in, amongst an American and a Jamaican. Can you tell the difference? No, you cannot. The only difference is that they may have different culture. But we are like the same fucking people. Just like how the white man is the same devil, no matter which era they come from. So, of course, they're going to come together. They're going to confederate, like the Bible said. The Helio-Biblos Bible, right? They're going to confederate together with this narrative. See, Russia not going to lie. No, Russia not going to reveal to us that America didn't go to the moon, because Russia also said they went to the moon. So, you know what I'm saying? A lie is not going to call another motherfucker a lie, because you a liar too. See what I'm saying? So people say, well, if they didn't go to, because I be having this discussion with people and shit, like, nigga, we ain't never left this motherfucker. You see that dome up there? We can't break through that shit. We in hell. All right, we trapped right here, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to send these rockets up periodically to try to break through this force field and shit, right? The Van Halen belt. That's what they call it. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you. So they're not going to reveal certain things. These motherfuckers are so demonic that they will keep a lie going, just like the treaty. What's that treaty that they have? The Antarctica Treaty and shit. That we can't. Nobody's allowed to go there. And these government officials, they know the truth why they have a treaty with all these countries and shit. That that's one thing. No matter how much we war against each other, kill each other, that's one treaty we cannot break. Do you know why they can't break that treaty? Because the treaty wasn't given to them by man. The shit was given to them by the fallen angels, the watchers, right? The fallen watchers, that is. And what happened is, family, if they break that motherfucking treaty, those spiritual beings, those disembodied spirits that fell from wherever the fuck, came from whatever, because a lot of people think that heaven is up there and shit, and yeah, God is up there in the third heaven, or the fourth heaven, but we can't get there. That's why he got this force field. So these spiritual beings, when they decide to sign this treaty, however long ago, them people already died. But this treaty is still in effect. A lot of these people don't even know why the fuck we going by a treaty. Why are we honoring a treaty that we don't even know what the treaty is for or what it's about? But because it was set in stone by these fallen angels that said, listen, y'all discovered us This is who we are. This is how powerful we are, right? But if you ever reveal whatever you gain as far as the technology, see, that's where the technology came from. That shit ain't came from them going to sleep and waking up. They got that shit from the fallen ones that's living over there. You know what I'm saying? And that treaty that they signed, saying that no one can come to this particular area, no humans anyway. Only a very few selective people can come here, government officials. Like the other day, you know, you had that motherfucker under Obama. What's his name again? That plastic surgery nigga. I forgot his name. He was the Secretary of State. Kerry. Yeah, Secretary Kerry. He went there. And you got to ask yourself, why they going there? The Pope went there. You know, all these officials, these high up officials, they're the only one allowed to go there. What they're doing, they're going there because they have to pay reverence to these fallen angels. They're getting this technology from the fallen ones. Okay, these demonic entities that walk on, these disembodied entity, and I believe now they have a body. They have, you know, they have probably, who knows what the fuck. But when you hear about people getting missing, children getting missing and shit, they're taking these children to these blood-sucking demonic entity. This is why they wrote in the Old Testament. That's why I'm telling you, family, you may disagree with me in this particular video with this shit I'm about to say, but I don't believe in all that blood sacrifice and shit. I don't believe that shit, that we should be doing that shit. You know how they tell you, oh, Jesus, not Jesus, God, well, Jesus too, God required blood sacrifice. Remember back then they said, oh, the Leviticus priests, they had to do sacrifice to the Most High. Man, listen, just fall back for a minute. Just be taken back for just 1 second. When you see in Hollywood how they do these blood sacrifice, who do they normally do these blood sacrifice to? God, right? No. Well, I know who God is, but usually Satan, right? Which is God, the God of this world, because he's, you know, they say Satan is God of this world. Who do you think they doing this blood sacrifice to? They doing this shit to Satan. So when you're reading a book, not because it's in a fucking book, a Bible, a King James Version Bible, that, oh, we had to do blood sacrifice and all of that. Because in Hosea, it says, oh, we was going to be without a king. We was going to be, all we had to do basically, right? Let me just not try to fuck it up. Paraphrase, we just had to just call upon the Most High. Our prayer was our sacrifice. You pray to the Most High for forgiveness, you turn away from your sin, and that's it. We don't have any Leviticus priests right now, right? Doing our sacrifice. So how is it that we're getting forgiven? Just pray. Pray to the Most High, turn away from your sin. That's it. But I'm not going to try to make this video that long, because after a certain amount of minutes and shit, they don't allow me to upload this shit. For some reason, they put me on restriction, family. You know, I'm under punishment. I'm in timeout with these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? But just really think about this shit, family. We never knew anything about Jesus Christ when we was back in our land. We did not speak English, none of this shit. Why are y'all calling upon an entity that was invented 15 years ago, but the story says it predates, you know, 500 years ago? How do you explain this shit for me to understand? You know what I mean? How is it that they never been back to the moon? How is it that we're spinning on a round ball 1,000 miles an hour and we're not falling off this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Gravity. What is gravity? Says who? Can you show me gravity? You know what I mean? How is it that we on a ball, you got motherfuckers walking upside down? I mean, yo, sometimes, you know, sometimes the things that we fall for as people, man, and I could care less about other nations, because other nations to me, they're idiots, they're idiotic and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about we as black people. We're smart as fuck. You know what I'm saying? We are the one that started civilization. You know what I'm saying? They got mathematics and all that shit from us. They just redid the shit over to fit their narrative. So now we got to conform to their way of doing things. You know what I mean? But family, for real, stop worshiping Jesus. Me and Mr. Black Nuts, we cuss Jesus every day. You know what I'm saying? We say fuck Jesus. I say fuck Jesus at least, maybe, no lying, at least 10 times, 20 times sometimes. When I think about religion, I say, man, fuck Jesus. You know what I mean? Because Jesus was invented in the 1500s. I don't know who he is. I don't know who Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John is, because these are Europeans. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Those are my oppressors. And with that, I say shalom.